What was the scariest moment of my life that saved a mother of two? I was stabbed in the stomach. I stubbornly held the knife in place as the ambulance roared towards me. The person that stabbed me had already ran off. My vision was blurry, but I could make out shapes and I could hear just fine. The cold cement on my back was leaving me with a deep bone cold. Cold, I mutter as I cough up some blood. A woman wiped my mouth. I think she was the one to call the ambulance. You stay with us. Here. The woman took off her jacket and laid it over me. The gesture was kind, but it didn't help. Pain warred with numbness at the entry point as the EMTs raced over. There was a woman and a man. Don't judge the beer guy, I mutter through the blood. The woman cracks a smile down at me. I'm Veronica, and my partner is Davis. What's your name besides beer guy? I huff before wincing in pain. Travis, I pant out. Dang, this cement was cold. Maybe it would freeze the blood leaking through my hands. My eyes get hazy as they load me up onto the gurney. The pain had me blacking out for a few minutes. Next thing I know, I'm in the back of the ambulance. My eyes clear as I see Veronica working and setting up the IV and blood cuff. I knew Veronica once, I state as the ambulance races. She picks up her head. Back with us? 5th and 6th grade. She was the prettiest girl. Let me guess, you had a crush on her? Veronica asks as she packs my wound with gaze. I shake my head, causing black dots to appear in my vision. I groan before responding. No, she was my best friend. She didn't have a good home life. Veronica wipes my mouth from blood on my lips. I note the slight shaking hand she has. She always wore long clothes. Even in the extreme heat waves we had, my eyes search hers. It was the only thing she could control with her life that had abusive parents. I cough up more blood. Shaking hands wipes the blood again. She passed out. I was the one to find her and found out her secret. I called Child Protective Services. A tear slips from my eye as I remember the broken face I had last seen. I didn't see her after 6th grade. I don't know what happened to her, but she was my first true friend. She stood up to my bullies for me. My voice sounded far away to my ears. Travis, Veronica states before the monitors start beeping wildly. My eyes saw the scars she had on her wrist. Slowly, I look at Veronica. You're my Veronica? I ask, feeling like I was being swept away in an ocean. She never forgot the friend, Travis Digger, that saved her life. She had one rough year in foster care before being adopted by 2 wonderful people. Her depression slowly faded, and the urges slowed till they stopped completely. She went to college to help people in remembrance of her friend. She didn't want to be a doctor, but a first responder, I say softly. Veronica smiled at me, and married to a wonderful man, along with having 2 wonderful children. I missed you, I whispered as I grabbed her wrist. Veronica smiled down at me, my eyes clear for a moment over her shoulder. My eyes widened. With the last of my strength, I immediately covered Veronica. The ambulance was hit by a semi-truck. I covered Veronica as we started to roll. Sweat was pouring down on me as I protected Veronica with my own body. The knife twisted further into me as I gasped. Glass shattered and medical supplies rained down on us. Then we are skidding to a halt. My body flies off of Veronica and hits the edge of a cabinet before landing on my front. The knife twisted upwards harshly. I couldn't breathe as I gasped. Blood trickled down my mouth. I keep trying to breathe, but feel like I am drowning instead. What was happening? I wheezed out. Veronica? I had to hear her. I couldn't get any louder than a whisper. Veronica? Then I black out. I had been in a coma after multiple surgeries to repair my stomach, lung, and kidney. The cops never found the person that originally stabbed me. Uncle Travis! Sam yelled, swinging into my arms as I smiled at him and ruffled Sarah's hair. My eyes meet Veronica's across the barbecue. I had my best friend back, and all it took was saving her life not once, but twice over.